Today is Wednesday, March the 27th. Let's take a quick look. Here is the futures, the ES minis, and you can see that we had a down day. We had the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ both had more stocks losing than they did gaining. The overnight low was at this value here, 28.14. We dipped under the overnight low here at, what time is that? At 1:30. And then we recovered, and then we dropped below the Globex low, and we came up to, at the end of the day, to touch the Globex low and then to pull back. So it was a fruitless day. We started off, let's just get rid of this chart here. And let's go over here. So we started off when the bell rang, we made a high of 28.25 on the S&P 500. And that was as high as we got. We never broke that high value for the rest of the day. The 5-minute shows you what? I mean, it was just a wandering, meandering, not very nice day. So let's go look at other stocks that are more interesting. One stock that was up today was Apple with a 1% gain, $1.91. Started off the day, this is a 15-minute chart. So the first 15 minutes had a high right here. We exceeded that within the next half hour, and then we pulled back. So we saw it was the 15-minute cloud that was our dictating cloud today. I told you that I got in some stock on Monday. I wasn't paying close attention yesterday, so didn't make any trades. And I said today I wasn't going to lose any money. So on the open, my stock was making money, but I was determined I wasn't going to lose. So I did get out at 188.16, and I posted that on Twitter. And I think I had like a $20 gain on those 200 shares. I still hold 11 contracts of short puts that expire on Friday at 192.50, which I am going to roll. And I'll tell you tomorrow what I'm going to roll it to. I'm going to roll it either 1 week or 2 weeks. And I might roll down to 190, but it depends how the stock behaves in the next couple of days. But I don't want 1,100 shares gifted to me right now. I still think there's some premium to be collected on those short puts. So the 15-minute on Apple was our stopper. Here it was, again here, and then the cloud, after we had lost the cloud, and this is when I started to bail. So here's 188.16 is right in here. So this is right in here is where I was bailing, right when the Chiku span hit the bottom of the cloud and would not go up. That was a signal to me to, that was at 320. So it was before that. Don't know exactly. Anyways, 188.16 is what I posted. So it must have been right here when I got out, and I timed it based on the 5-minute. As I said on Twitter, I based it on the 5-minute. So once the Chiku span was rejected once here, rejected another time here, I was out. But let's look at the 15. We lost the Chiku span at the end of the day, could not break into the cloud, got rejected by the cloud. Now look here, this is this morning's gap that's reflected back 26 15-minute periods back. So tomorrow we're going to open with the Chiku span having a decision to go into this gap or to move above the gap. Now remember, what is the Chiku span? Look at my video that explains what all of these different, the Senku span A, the Senku span B, the Chiku span, what do they all mean? The Chiku span is plotted 26 days, 26 periods back. This is a 15-minute chart, so 26 candles back. And it is the exact same value as now, but plotted 26 periods back. So while Apple was trying to break the 15-minute cloud again here, the Chiku span was butting up against the cloud there. That's double resistance. Hard to break there. When you're trying to break through another place, you've got sellers here and you've got sellers here who are using the Ichimoku as a way to trigger buys and sells. So the 15-minute was the dominant chart today. We're going to look at the 5-minute and the 15-minute tomorrow. On a daily basis, get rid of that now. On a daily basis, we had this sort of a iron cross kind of day. I'm still positive about the stock, I got to tell you. I still see the Chiku span above the cloud, and I'm still positive. Now, on a weekly basis, we are not able to break into the cloud this week, but the 200-day moving average is providing support for the Chiku span. So if we can get this bounce tomorrow, that's what we'll be looking for. So I'm going to put this marker here. Well, sorry, this is a weekly chart, so I got to leave the marker where it is, because tomorrow the Chiku span is going to be exactly in the same vertical line, but it might be on the 200, might be below the 200, might be above the 200, but it'll be somewhere on this vertical line. Let's go now to Amazon, which we follow once in a while. Resistance is still set 1798, let's say 2000 is still resistance, the top of the cloud, and that's the weekly. Caterpillar, starting to get worried about Caterpillar, and until there's some good news out of China, we have reason to be worried. We're looking at the 50 moving average, EMA moving average, that provided support for the Chiku span here and provided support for the Chiku span today. So right when price was right here, that was when the Chiku span was right here and got a bounce off the 50 and came back up. So at one point, the Chiku span went down here all the way down to the 50, which corresponds to this tail here, and it finished up there, which means this is where it's plotted today at the end of the day. Next one we're looking at now is gold, the gold miners. The hourly chart is showing support. I still, everybody should have some gold. Mine is in gold miners. Hasn't done anything for me in a long time, but it's still a hedge. And if you look at the daily trading chart, we've gotten into this candle. I would have liked to have seen it bounce off of that candle. So now I'm really worried. Tomorrow it's going to come out of the candle and it's going to have resistance right here at 23.31 if it tries to move up. So 23.31, let's put an alert there, is going to be resistance tomorrow, 23.30. Excuse me. Intel, nothing happened today. I'm still in Intel, but here's where the Chiku span is today. Tomorrow, support is going to be down here, but I'm really looking at it 2 days out on Friday. So if the Chiku span, if price is going to go down, the Chiku span is going to go down. And if it goes lower than this point tomorrow, I'm not going to be real happy, and I will probably be lightening up for a bit of a loss and waiting until some news comes out of the China deal. WDC, same sort of thing, waiting on news from China. Also waiting on its earnings report, which is coming up. Its earnings report is on the 25th of April, so that's a whole month away. But we've got cloud support right here at 44.45. And I would like to see it get a bounce there. Thank you. Sorry, it was a little long today.